Hey, I'm CD Corrigan. I'm an author, I'm an artist, I'm an illustrator, game designer. My next novel is called The Memory Thief. It is coming to BackerKit on October 15th as part of a collaboration with a bunch of other authors and Storytellers Forge. It is set within their Black Ballad setting, which you might know if you're a tabletop game fan. I am going to read you an excerpt of one of my favorite chapters. There were raw feelings too, flashes that caught in her throat as she turned the glinting hammer in her grasp, surprised at their potency. A sickening twist in her gut that felt like betrayal. A hardened hollowing in her heart of trust burned up and replaced with outrage. That fed into fury, so incandescent that her chest heaved as her body lived the memory of it, and her new-made but familiar limbs trembled with the electricity of demanded action. She didn't know where these feelings came from, didn't remember any more than the hammer in her hands and the impulses that it sparked, but they were real and they were visceral. And with no other memories to insulate her mind, they threatened to overwhelm her. A shriek echoed through the field. Her gaze snapped up, locking on a gangly form tearing through the wheat toward her with ferocious intent. The plants obscured it, but she caught glimpses of sloughing, sagging flesh, over-articulated limbs, and a gaping maw lined with rows of mismatched, jagged teeth. It thundered toward her, salivating and slashing through the stalks, a glowing set of ember-orange eyes fixed on hers. Instinct drove her where memory failed. She sprung to her feet and charged, Raven twirling into a ready position in her hands. A spindly limb tipped with bony talons swiped at her as she closed with the creature, but she swatted it aside with the butt of Raven's haft, and arced the movement around into a two-handed strike. Raven bit into the creature's misshapen head, driving it down into its torso even as its skull split open. It staggered, tumbling forward in a heap from its own momentum. She sidestepped and sprung at its back, bellowing wordless defiance as she finished the thing with a devastating strike to the back of its neck. As Raven cleaved through the creature's bones, its flesh blackened and peeled back from the blow. It crumbled to ashy dust as it fell, leaving a mound that steadily diminished with every stirring of the breeze, the particulates so fine that strands of them hung in the air like wispy smoke.